Hey there friends, how's it going? Day 6 for a lot of us in Crested Butte and Gunnison of quarantine. Hope that your spirits are still high. Maybe you're going skiing today because it's snowing out. That is in the backcountry, or like cross-country skiing, not on the resort because that's closed. But I just wanted to offer another Pilates class. I would say this is going to be more of an intermediate level. So for those of you who are in my classes weekly, this is probably more what you're used to. Same props as the other day, 2 cans of food, beans. We have quite a few of these. And then for hardwood floor, your washcloths or rags. For carpet, 2 plates, paper plates, or whatever you think will work. That's kind of lightweight. So let's get started. I'm gonna take my props over to my mat. I will just place these right behind here. Grab your cans, and we're gonna start out in a Pilates V. I do realize that my head's cut off. I'm sorry about that. Pilates V, heels are together, toes out, not too externally rotated from the hips, just more like a narrow Pilates V or first position if you're a ballerina. Heels together, arms down by your sides. And then we are going to do a deltoid raise as you bend into your knees. Now, think about zipping the legs together as you stand tall, lowering the arms down. Good, bend into the knees, little plie, and then hug the adductors, your inner thighs, towards one another. Pull the core towards the spine, send the tailbone down for 8, 7, 6, 5, try to soften your shoulders, 4, 3, 2, good job, 1. Now stay in your plie, lift your heels, foot, hug the inner thighs together, come all the way up to standing, heels are lifted, and lower down. Bend the knees, lift the heels, pull the core in, zip up the legs as you stand tall, straighten the legs, and lower the heels. We'll do that again. Currently, my landlord, who I live next to, is outside on his snowmobile. I'm a little distracted, sorry about that. Keep going. We have 4, the heels, zip up, hug the inner thighs together like you have something between them that you don't want to drop. 3, this is also really great for strengthening the ankles. 2, and 1. Now we reverse. Lift up onto the toes, bend the knees, slowly drop the heels, stand tall, zip the legs together. Up onto releve, bend the knees, good. Lower the heels and stand tall. Nice, 8 more, 8. So if you're feeling ankles a little shaky, maybe really focus pulling the core in, really activating through the legs to help everything lift up out of your ankle joints. All right, we have 4, 3. You can also use a wall at any time. I should have said that earlier. If you'd like to bring both hands or one hand to a wall to help balance. And last one. Good, take your feet wide into a second position. Toes are still out, heels in. From here, bicep curls, sink the hips, and stand tall. Hug the legs together, almost as if you're trying to drag your feet towards one another. We have 8. Use your breath. Inhale to stand tall. Exhale to sink it down. Good, guys. For 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Sink it low. Reach the arms overhead. Now, release right hand down. Stretch over to the right. Contract your abdominals, round forward. Stretch right hand overhead. Come all the way up. Good, and other side. Lateral flexion of the spine. Spinal flexion, contract. Good, come all the way over to the other side. Come all the way up. And continue. 4. Try to make your breath smooth. 3. 2. Keep abdominals pulling in the entire time. Last one. Come all the way up. And reach the arms high, soften the shoulders down. Little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low ribs stay in. Lift your right heel. Pulse down. Lift left heel. Pulse down. And we're alternating. I know that your thighs are burning. Keep going. Keep with it. Right heel lift. Then left heel. Arms are still reaching overhead. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. Oh, that feels so good. Turn your toes forward. Now, release your arms down. Set your weights down off to the sides. Walk your hands forward like you're coming into down dog, but your feet are wide. And you're not going to walk out too far. Instead, all the weight's into your feet. Pull your hips back, away from your fingertips. Maybe tinch your fingers if that feels good. And then give your head a little shake out. Now, walk the hands towards the feet, over towards your left ankle. Take your right hand around your left ankle. Bend into your right knee, and then allow your head to rest into your right arm or bicep. Straighten your right leg, walk your hands over to the other side. Left hand around your right ankle, bend into your left knee, and then soften your head into your arm. And gently release. Grab your weights, roll all the way up. Good. Feet back to together, then step your right foot forward, your left foot back, and we're gonna come into a little lunge series. So you wanna make sure that you have about 3, maybe 3.5 feet between each foot. And we're gonna take our palms, flip them forward, pull the belly in, low ribs stay knitted in, and bicep curl as you come into a lunge. Both legs are at 90 degrees, stand tall. We have 9. Your feet are not on a tightrope here. Keep going. 6, 5. You should have them separated at least hip distance apart. Last 3. Imagine that your torso is just riding down an elevator. Last 1. Now, bend into your front knee, hinge forward. So you're one long line of energy from the top of your head to your heel. Heels popped up. And then we'll bend the elbows, pull the core in, tricep press back and in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nice job, 2, 1. Flip the palms up. Now you're going to do little circles away from the body and in, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles. 10, 9. Keep lunging into your front knee. 7, 6, 5, 4. Tummy's tight. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come all the way up. Shift your weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg. Bend into your right knee. Take the arms down to the ground. Then when you straighten the leg out-ish, you don't have to straighten it all the way. Take the arms by the sides and bend and lift. This is hard, I know. Bend and lift. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Ooh, right glute is feeling it. Left foot forward. Send the right foot back. Good, straighten both legs to start. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Inner thighs are hugging together. Flip palms forward, and we begin. 10. Just repeating what we did on the other side. 9, 8. Good job, guys. 7, 6. If balance feels a little wobbly, that's fine. Our body changes day to day, and it's totally normal to sometimes feel maybe a little off. 2 and 1. Good. Now straighten the back leg, bend into your front knee more, hinge forward, and we bend the elbows, palms slip in, tricep press, and in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Extend the palms up to the sky. Little circles out and in. 9, 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing. 5, 3, 2, 1. Shift your weight into your left foot. Reach your palms down to the ground, then flip in. Lift your leg, bend your knee a lot. As you lift, open the arms out. Bend the knee and lift. And up. If you fall, that's okay, it's normal. 4. Should be feeling it in your glute. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Let's take the cans, set them off to the side. Now come to all fours. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. From here, we're gonna take some cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the heart, look up. And exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, and round. Let's do that again. Slow down the breath and exhale. One more. Good, and then wag your tail like a dog would, hips go side to side. And from here, we are gonna take our little gliders, washcloths if you have a hardwood floor, remember, and paper plates for carpeted floor. We'll take washcloths underneath our feet, set up in our tabletop position, or our quadruped, I should say, quadruped position. On your inhale, sink your chest between your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades together. On your exhale, protract your shoulder blades, your scapula apart. Inhale to sink down, arms are straight. Exhale, protract them away. You can have a little micro bend in your elbows to protect that joint. They don't have to be locked out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now keep your shoulders apart from one another. Shoulder blades are reaching away from one another. Pull the navel in. Long spine, send the top of the head forward and your tailbone back. From here, we lift the knees 1 inch off the mat, little knee hover, and then lower the knees. 8 more times. Lift and lower. Good. If you're feeling this a lot in your wrists, you can even double up your mat. Take your hands to the corner of the mat and have your fingers coming off the edges. Gives a little more padding, a little more relief. Good job. Keep going. Last 3, 2, 1. Lift the knees, send the right leg straight out, and slide it back in. Alternate, left leg out, slide it in, and right. Bring it in, and left, and in. Now both legs out into plank. Bend the knees in. Nice job. I know this is not easy. Out and in. Just 5 more. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, bring the big toes together, sink the hips back, walk the hands forward. Child's pose. Nice work, you guys. Take 3 deep breaths here. Feel the ribs expanding outward on the inhale, and on your exhale, soften everything down to the ground. Good. 1 more. Good. Walk the hands over to the right side of your mat. Reach through your left hand, anchor your left hip down. So we're stretching through the left side body. And then over to the left. I know a lot of us might be sitting more than we're used to since we're quarantined. So it's good to help the lower back and the side bodies open up. Reach through the right fingertips, reach the right hip away from the hand. Great, and then come back through center. If you had your mat all furled up, unfurl your mat. Okay. So we're gonna do a little 100 action. So if you want, you can grab your weights. However, you don't have to. Weights are always optional. All of this is very optional. So we'll start with our feet down. And if you haven't done hundreds, it's abdominal work. So we'll reach our hands and weights past our legs, our hips. Feet stay down. We're in active rest to begin. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, curl up into spinal flexion. Lift your head and shoulders and begin to pulse. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your knees into tabletop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your legs straight out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift higher. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. Keep the breath moving as we're doing these. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs 2 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the abdominals in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet. Take the weights off to the sides. Reach the arms overhead. Grab opposite elbows. And then reach the legs long. Stretch it out. Couple deep breaths. Okay, we take our little washcloths or plates underneath our heels now. Weights are always optional. So once you have the washcloths or plates under your heels, reach the arms up with your weights. Find your neutral spine first. Sacrum is heavy to the earth, back of the pelvis is heavy. Lumbar spine's lightly lifted, honoring your natural curve there. Little blueberry underneath your low back that you're not gonna squish. Transverse abdominis hugs on. That corset muscle wraps around your torso. Low ribs are weighted down by a heavy book. Good. Now inhale to lengthen through the top of your head. Exhale, extend the right leg straight out. And bring it back in. Inhale, left leg out. Exhale it back in. Try not to let your low back move at all as you're doing these. Keep the transverse abdominis pulling in. You're just alternating side to side to start. If you want to add more to this, you can really drag the heel in to feel it in your hamstring. That will engage that muscle even more. I have my feet dorsiflex, so toes are off the ground. Just the heel is on that moving surface. Now I'm going to add my left arm overhead as my right arm goes out. Exhale, back up. Inhale, left leg out, right arm overhead. Exhale, everything back to center. And just alternate this way. Don't let the rib cage lift up. Keep it dialed down. Once again, breath is super important here. Inhale to reach out. Exhale to hug everything in towards your center. Now, we've done that. We're going to do just the legs to start. We reach the legs out. Exhale, drag them back in. Both legs out. And in. We have 8. 7. Keep the neutral spine. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2. You should be feeling it in your legs. I know I am. 1. We're going to repeat those, but reach arms overhead as legs go out. Exhale, lift into spinal flexion as they come in. Inhale out. Keep the low ribs down. Exhale in. It's really important to exhale as you come up because the abdominals will engage even more to support the movement. If you're inhaling as you come up, it's a little bit harder. 6, 5, 4, 3. Notice I'm not reaching my arms all the way overhead too. Keeping them slightly lifted above my face. Last one. Stretch it out. Set the weights off. Full body stretch. Point and flex your ankles. Let those release. Ankles are getting a great workout today. Good. Now, bend your knees. Interlace your hands behind your head to the webbing. Elbows come to the periphery of your view, so our chest is not popping out. Inhale, length. Exhale into spinal flexion. Lift your head and shoulders. Good. Now, extend your left leg out. Twist to the right. And switch. Right leg goes out. Left knee comes in. You twist left. Navel to spine the entire time. And we're just alternating once again, side to side. Really important to keep the breath moving as you're doing abdominal work. These are slow, not fast. We're gonna feel the burn. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees bend, lower the head down. Take a deep breath. Deep exhale out. Okay. From here, let's take both legs straight up. Reach them up to the sky. Come into spinal flexion once again. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat. From here, we are going to lower the left leg and switch. And switch. Head and shoulders can be lowered for modification. You don't have to stay in spinal flexion. And then from here, if your head and shoulders are still off the mat, then we begin to twist towards the lifted leg and twist. Ooh, feeling it. How about you guys? Yeah? I wish I could hear your voices. All right. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees to your chest. Little circles around your low back. Okay. From here, we will take pendulum. Knees come into tabletop. Arms go out to the sides. That's what I like to do. You don't have to. If they feel better by your sides, that's fine. I like to take my arms out to the sides. Move any props out of the way. Palms flip up. Inhale your knees over towards the right. Exhale to engage your left oblique. Bring the legs back through center with the strength of your abdominals. And then inhale over to the left. Exhale back through center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale. Good. Slow and steady with your breath like we've been talking about. And then if you'd like to make it more challenging, you can extend your top leg. Bring your legs back through center that way. Bend your left knee over to the left. Inhale. Send your right leg out. Exhale back through center. This is only optional. Inhale. Exhale. So one thing I love about Pilates is that it's nice, slow, and controlled, so you can really tune into the mechanics of your body rather than speeding through it. Last one. Good. Bend your knees, lower your feet, and then take hamstrings into your hands, come all the way up to a seat, and we're going to do a little side lying work. So, for side lying work today, we're going to come up to our knees and send your right leg out. Yep. Then take your arms out to the side. Tip over like a teapot. Ooh, there we go. Now, flash your palm, your top palm towards me. Check in with your side ribs too. Notice if they're falling at all or super arched. Try to find that neutral spine. And from here, left hand onto your left hip. Point your left toes, or right toes, here on your right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tap it down. Inhale, up. Lower it down. We have 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift the foot in line with your hip. Circle it forward. 10. 9. Core is really engaged. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1, other way. Reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee in towards your chest. Press and flex out. Point, bend in. Press, flex out. 8 more. 8. This is not easy, I know. This is very challenging for me too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot. Oh my goodness. Bring your feet together into a butterfly position and walk your hands forward. Stretch it out. Oh goodness. Woo. And then lift yourself up. We're going to take opportunity to take mermaid pose. So take your left foot around to the side, reach the arms out wide, drop over, and then reach right arm up and overhead, big side body stretch. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, drop to your right forearm, reach left hand overhead. And we'll come back to our knees. I'm gonna slide my mat over a little. This time, right knee stays down, left leg extends out, reach arms out to the side, tip over. And then find your core engagement. Bring your left hand onto your hip and point your left foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. Notice if your right shoulder is rolling forward. Try to keep it stacked over your shoulder and hips are stacked. Up. Where are we? I think 5. Let's go with that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoop. Lift it up, circle it forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point in, knee towards your chest, flex, press out. Knee towards chest, flex and out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe with me, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Oh. Feet together, knees wide, stretch into our outer hips, walk it forward, let your head drop, let your jaw relax. Walk yourself up. Take your right leg, swing it around, left leg's forward, reach out to the side, drop over, reach left hand overhead, side body stretch. Nice mermaid. And then come all the way up. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Sorry, I'm mirroring you guys and sometimes I forget. Reach your right hand overhead, big stretch. Great. And come onto your mat, onto your belly. Find your gliders again. Have those ready. However, we're going to start with lower body work right now since we've been focusing on that. Take your knees almost as wide as your mat. I like to externally rotate my knees a little. Heels click together. So once again, knees are a little wider than our hips. Heels are together. Make it comfortable for yourself. And then Press your pubic bone, the front of your pelvis down. Engage your low abdomen. Forehead just rest down on the stacked hands like so. Keep squeezing the heels together. And then inhale to lift the legs off the mat. Squeeze the heels. Exhale, lower the legs down. 14. Inhale up. 13. Exhale down. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Good job. Keep it up. 2. 1. Good. Lengthen the legs out. Sway the hips right to left. Let your low back release. At any time, you can always bring a blanket or a pillow underneath your pelvis if this is feeling cringy to you. Next thing we're going to do, though, is take our rags or our plates underneath our hands. Reach them forward. Okay? Press front of pelvis down. Engage the abdomen a lot. Inhale, lift up. Reach the arms out to the side like you're breaststroking. Press them in. And then reach forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Try to keep your neck and head in line with the rest of your spine. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And stack your hands, rest your forehead, take a few breaths. Now, we'll take the rags off to the side, reach your arms forward, lengthen one leg out of your hip socket at a time, press the front of the pelvis down, core is very engaged. Inhale, lift everything up. Little flutter of the arms and the legs, just alternating, little swim. Go in for a swim together, guys. We'll be here for about 20 more seconds. Keep it up. You don't have to think up, but rather lengthen the spine out. Protect the low back by really keeping the low abdomen engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands under your shoulders. Press all the way back to a child's pose. Hips to heels. Reach your hands forward. Drop your forehead down. Take a few really deep, slow breaths here. And then roll up one vertebra at a time. We are going to come into a little plank cardio activation. So I'm going to take my rags behind my mat. It is folded in half. And I'm going to give you a couple of options. So I'll show you where we're going. I'm going to roll up my mat a little so that my wrists feel good. And take my hands to the corner of the rolled up mat so they're padded. Find the long spine. And then lift the knees. So we're going out, bending the knees towards our left tricep. Out, bending towards the right. So that's where we're going. If that doesn't seem like it's a good idea for you today, that's fine. You can either hold plank, you can also do mountain climber without the pads under your feet and just cross it or straight into your chest. But we will be here for about 1 minute, okay? So let's roll out our wrists, get them ready. Okay, here we go. We'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the knees, 1, send them out, And any variation that you want. Press out. In. Exhale as you bring the knees in. Inhale as you send them out. Keep going, guys. Stay strong. I'm gonna be your coach today. Let's do it. Looking at the time because I don't have a timer except on my phone. Keep going, you're almost there. About 15 seconds left, okay? You guys are doing amazing. All right, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest in child's pose or embryo, which means you can just take your arms by your sides, forehead down. Take a few breaths there. And then roll yourself up. Good. Okay, so from here, we're gonna come onto our right forearm and then reach your left arm overhead. Good. Take your hand to your hip. Extend your top leg out. Pull the core in. Don't let the ribs sink down. Pull them in. And swing forward. Point back. Try to keep the pelvis stable. And back. Forward. Back. Flex. And point. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bend your knee in. And then come all the way down to the sides of your ribs. Bring your bottom elbow towards your face. Top elbow is out. From here, we lift, reach, lower, down. Lift, reach, lower, down. 8, 7. Once again, easier to exhale as you come up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And extend the top leg out. Externally rotate the leg. Bend the knee, tap the elbow, stretch out. Tap, out. Core's engaged, bottom knee's bent. We have 5, 4, good job, 3, 2, you're rocking it. 1, bend the bottom knee in, up, reach, lower, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the top leg out. Externally rotate the femur in the socket and tap, extend, tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up. Swing your legs around. Maybe your mat needs to scoot over. Probably not, just me. And then we'll come to the other side. Come to your forearm. Bend your knees. Hips are in line with your shoulders. Then we're pulling the bottom rib cage in. Core is in. Extend the top leg out. Flex, swing it through. Point, swing it back. Flex, through, point, back. Good. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend the knee in, lower down, elbow, bottom elbow into your face, top elbow out, and lift, reach, and down, up, down. Try to little hold at the top rather than just coming straight out of it. Lift and hold, and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the top leg out, externally rotate the leg, and tap, extend, tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job, guys. 1. Lower the knee, bend the knee in, and we reach and lower. Reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it out, externally rotate, and tap, extend, tap. Nice work. 8, almost there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I forgot. We need to reach our top arm overhead and stretch too. Press yourself up. Now that's exactly what we're going to do is we're going to stretch for the rest. Please do this part because it's really good for your fascia, your connective tissues, to open after you've been strengthening. So we need to really give some stretching love to our body. Extend your left leg out. Reach your arms out to the side. Now turn towards your leg. So your arm is over your leg. You're going to take either the hand or the forearm down. Reach the other hand overhead for a side body stretch. Breathe deep into your QL muscle, that low back muscle that sometimes gets twingy, and your side body. Think about sending your breath to the place that's stretching. So actively sending our breath to that area. Come all the way up. Turn your torso over your leg. Walk it forward as far as you'd like. Then rest your head. Deep breaths into your hamstring. And walk yourself up. Take your hand behind your hip with the bent knee. Shift your weight onto that shin. Plant your other foot. Press your hips forward. Reach your top hand back. Open through the front body. And then release your hips down and switch out the legs. So we will take our arms out to the side and then palm or forearm down, reach hand overhead. Big side body stretch. Think about rotating your top ribs open to the ceiling. Come all the way up. Turn to face over your leg. Walk your hands forward. Fold over the leg. Walk yourself up. Take your hand behind your hip. Roll onto your shin. Big stretch. Opening through the hip flexors, the front body. I like to take a little twist after every class. So we'll stack one foot over your thigh, pull the other foot in. Take your hands to your shin, interlace the fingers. Inhale to lift up. Make sure you're on your sits bones. And then reach your right hand behind your sacrum, behind the base of your pelvis. Reach your other hand up. Start to twist, look over your shoulder, and then from here, bend the elbow and either hook it or just hug it in, whichever feels better. Look all the way over your back shoulder towards the back of the room. And then gently unwind. Take the counter twist. Walk the hands over to the other side. Little bend in the elbows. Good. And then switch it out. Other side. Good. Hands around your shin. Long spine. Lift up. Good. Take your hand behind your low back, sacrum area. Reach your right hand up. And then twist. Start to look over your back shoulder. And bend the elbow and hook it or hug it in. So twist doesn't stop at the shoulders. It continues up the neck all the way to the base of your skull. So continue to twist all the way. Gaze is over the back shoulder. Gently unwind. Walk the hands to the other side. Little bend in the elbows. And press yourself up. And then we will just come to an easy seat. Simple cross of your legs. Find your sits bones either on the floor or a pillow, something that maybe helps you feel supported up and relaxes your hip flexors. If you feel okay on the floor, this is fine. Okay, we're gonna take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So as we reach our arms overhead, we'll inhale. As we bring our palms down, we'll exhale out of our mouth. So cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. It's like a loud sigh and it feels actually really nice. So let's do that together. Okay, empty all the breath out of your lungs. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Good. Close your mouth. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. Close your eyes, find a long spine. Take a few deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Today, I want to proclaim that I am so grateful for every single one of you. Not only my students, but the overwhelming amount of support and love in my community and all across the globe, actually. It's been pretty humbling, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to say something that you're grateful for out loud, sometimes it feels good to just say it. If you don't, that's fine too. You can keep it to yourself. And then we'll bend our neck, bow our heads to our hearts. Thank you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I really appreciate you joining me. Can't thank you enough, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.